good.
I liked it. All right. Welcome, welcome. That's some good music.
Yeah, man.
All right, welcome to Synth Fighter. Episode, I think we're 17, 18, who knows, man. It's hard to keep track. But we back, baby. We are back.
It is what, episode 16, is it?
I think it's 17, 16 or 17. Man, we got a few people here tonight. Let's have a look here. So I guess I'll just run it down before we hit the chat. We got the Behringer LmDrum news coming. We got the Behringer Wave coming. We got the Prophet 10 laced wood news coming. We got the Digiton MKII news coming. And a bunch of other madness, as usual, will ensue on the Synth Fighter podcast. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. With our host, ECHOKRAFT, to my left over here. How's it going, baby?
It's going. It's going.
Yeah.
I was enjoying your show today.
Oh, a little quick hitter?
Yeah, and I was enjoying also Sonic State today. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Sonic State had a good episode. We had a good episode of whatever I did after work. I call that the cowboy promos, you know, that's what we do. But I throw that
good.
When I throw that cowboy hat on, I get a little fired up, you know. And I figured, why not cut a few promos? You got Mateus, I can't remember his last name, from INHALT. What? 2 months later, hits me up and decides to give me a tongue lashing, I guess, or something like that. There.
I was what was that? That was a reprimand, I guess, from a professional musician.
Yeah, reprimanded by a professional musician. So I just figured I'd, you know, respectfully let him know where I was coming from and cordially invited him on the show. And
well, I thought it was very interesting that, you know, he hit you up, he tongue lashed you, you took it like a man, and then you said to him, "Hey, man, why don't you just come on the show?" Yeah,
and then he said, make me an offer. So I was like, dude, I'll make you an offer, dude. Come on the show. That was the offer.
I was like, what does that make me an offer stuff? I was like, and then I remembered, I was like, oh, that's right. Professional musicians, they gotta get paid.
Yeah, he's a professional musician. Yeah. But, you know, I'm not knocking him because he hasn't declined the offer. So I threw it back. I was like, you know what? I thought I just did offer you to come on. And for those of you who don't know, let me recap real quick if anyone don't know what's going on.
You did offer him to make him a synth renegade aficionado.
Yeah, bro. You know, and look at the chip, man. You see right through the chip, through my soul, right? We got the double pirate patches. We got the neon green, the neon yellow. We got the synth renegade super C. Look at that.
That's right, baby.
Okay. So it's just a coincidence. Actually, we both got these on. That's what's funny.
Well, there's a reason for that. You know, the stars line up for a reason, Samurai.
That's right, dude. So let me just recap what happened before we get going. All right, so in the chat, we got Chazatron, Alonzo Hollow, Studio 8FX, Uncle Jerry's World, Saucy Synth, Synth Cat, Smarty 1970, Jumpstar, Hans Volt, baby. The Troll Guillotine is sharpened and ready to go. We got Hilo Wolf. We got, who else? Panasonic, Hayes Anderson. Man, we got so many legends in here. I can't keep count. Air. I'm scrolling. Seems like I'm scrolling for days. We got Byron Hadley, George G's, Uncle Jerry. I don't know if I said that yet, but he's in here too. Well, bam, we got them all. And so,
dang,
how's everybody doing? I guess we just jumped right into that, but just to do some breaking, what do you call that? Some breaking synth gossip or whatever. We had the Espen Craft situation that was months ago. That's old news now. I was totally forgot about that. And then the guy Mateus, or Matea, however you say his name, hit me up from an old comment on the video that I did in the car where I was just like basically telling the whole synth community, y'all got trolled. Okay? You all got trolled. I'm just the one who's telling you because you all just don't seem to get it. And when I told everybody that, I also added in, hey, Matea, you know, and I said Espen too. I was like, you guys shouldn't be going after the bedroom musicians, man, and the blue collar synth people and blah, 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 because we're the people that buy all the gear, right?
Right.
And then he just hit me up today with this, you know, 2 novels worth of text, and definitely voice text, because who's typing that much? So voice texted me 2 novels.
I don't know if he voice texts that dude.
Maybe not.
Guys like him definitely they thumb texters. He was quick.
Okay, so he used his opposable thumbs. He whacked it in there, and I couldn't tell if he was like grilling me or that's just how he was responding. But anyways, at the end of it, he was like, blah, blah, blah. You can go check it out if you want. I don't want to show it. But anyways, he was just like,
well, I mean, you know, he is Yugoslavian, and Yugoslavian people, they're very direct the way they talk. So it's not, I don't think.
No harm, no foul, all respect.
Yeah, I don't think he was dissing you. I think he was just direct. And I mean, he did say something that I thought was funny. I forget what.
Hey, dissing me, man. That seems like the freaking flavor of the month around here is dissing the samurai. What the heck?
Well, that's all we get now. We get dissed.
Oh no, Echo and the Samurai just constantly get. I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with wearing these big old sunglasses. People don't take us serious or something.
or it could be the Synth Renegade shirts.
These insane shirts that we developed that are absolute full blast, and to wear them, you got to have brass balls. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Could be the Synth Mafia shirt.
Could be the Synth Mafia shirt. But anyways, get back to the point. INHALT wrote these two messages. I'm not going to go over and cover it because I guess it's kind of like a private thing, sort of. I don't know. But he called me out and basically I said, dude, he said, I'm standing up for the music producers and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I'm standing up for the bedroom musicians, bro. So with all due respect, you should go back and rewatch your video and just kind of see what you said. I know you were heated and you kind of blah, blah, blah. And then he wrote back another message and I was like, come on the show or whatever. And he said, make me an offer. So I thought I made him an offer by saying, come on the show. But
well, you did make him an offer by saying that you were going to give him a Synth Renegade shirt.
I'll make him a Synth Renegades t-shirt and I'll put whatever he wants on the back. I think that's a good deal. I think that's cool because like I told him, the Synth Renegades are all the people working in the companies too, right? So it is what it is, and INHALT probably will not respond. I don't know. If he does, I'd love to have him on, and me and him can have a little chat. And if he wants to air out what he's talking about, what do you think?
I mean, you got a guy like Patchdog who works for Behringer, right? Mm-hmm. And he's definitely a Synth Renegade. I 100%. Mean, he's, you know...
legit dude. Real
guy.
He's a real one.
Yeah, and that's cool. You know what I mean? And I'm sure he does other things besides working for Behringer, you know? That last video that he posted, which I believe you're going to go over tonight, was the unboxing video. From what I understand, it's his living room. So he's got a studio set up in his living room.
Yeah, and he wrote a message the other day, and he was like, bro, I got so many boxes in this room now, Behringer products that are coming. And I was like, oh, baby.
Oh, my God.
I was like, oh, my God. And, dude, listen, Listen, we're not going to do a Behringer Love Fest tonight, all right? Because I had a couple people write me today and were like, Samurai, I know you and Echo are going to like drool all over Behringer tonight. Can you please cover the Digiton? And I was like, Machines One, you got to relax, bro. You know I'm going to cover you.
It is what it is. I mean.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But Behringer came out with the, make me an offer, yeah. Behringer came out with the.
Jumping Man.
Came out with the Behringer Grind. They came out. The PPG Wave is coming. The DS80, the CS80 clone is coming. The LmDrum is probably what I think is the most reasonably coming. No, sorry. The Spice is probably on deck.
And the Grind.
And then the Grind. Or sorry, the Grind is coming.
The Grind is
on
coming,
deck
yeah.
for release. Then we're getting the LmDrum. I think that's the order of operations I'm seeing here because they're due for a drum machine. So let's chill it out a little bit, man. Before I came into this room, I was like, don't friggin' let Echo go get me all fired up here tonight before the show even starts. What do you got going on, man? Just before we get going, we'll do the gas radar in a second. Then we'll get into all the synth news, the Behringer, the Digiton, the Prophet, all that. And thanks for everyone for joining. But what have you been doing, man? I feel like I haven't seen you in ages, man.
I know, dude. I got a puppy, man.
Got that puppy love?
I mean, it's like somebody said to me, they're like, man, because I usually wear a bunch of rings and stuff. Like I got skull rings and shit, and somebody said to me, they're like, man, you're like, and I used to ride, so I kind of got this biker attitude too. So like
what kind of pedal bike did you have?
Oh, it was a Triumph.
Oh, motorcycle? Ooh,
yeah,
baby.
So I just sit there and I go, somebody said to me, they're like, you just get all the skull rings, and he dresses like a biker and stuff, and he's all melting, all like all over silly over this puppy, and yeah, man, like he's changed my life. Like I babysit 24/7. It's like I get up in the morning, I get up early, he's got to pee, I gotta, you know what I mean? And I was gonna go on today and do a video, and my wife came home and took the puppy out, and I cleaned house because she always does it. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna give her a break, let her go spend some time with the dog. And I cleaned the whole house, and I didn't get a chance to do a video. You and I chatted a couple of times, which was great. But yeah, I really wanted to focus on doing some music. Basically, I was going to do some
get back
some
to your
stuff
roots.
with. Yeah, I was going to do some stuff with the Juno, and because I've been diving into that just a little bit when I get a chance. But other than that, man, I've been swamped with this little guy, and it's weird because it's not like me. Because I'm always doing something, and it's just, it's like, I mean, I have a kid, you know, but she's 33 years old. It's not like, it's like when she was a baby, basically, you know what I mean? And so now, you know, it's I got to get back on the horse and ride, man.
The chat wants to know, are you going soft?
I'm a big ass softy, bro.
Is that wolf turned into a puppy too?
When it comes to that stuff, I am. I'm a big old softy.
Yeah,
but,
you are, man. You're a great guy. I gotta say, man. I gotta tell you, man. You're a great guy. I so appreciate the friendship we formed.
Yeah, man.
It's an honor to meet you, to know you, and maybe we'll have a cup of coffee to come.
Yeah, same here, dude. Seriously, it's just so weird. It's like I'm a big softy. You know, I have a bark, and my bark is just, my bite is just as bad as my
damn,
bark.
man.
So,
when that Italian stallion comes out, bro, you don't hold back. I think even Stanky Danke was saying today.
Oh yeah, I actually had a conversation with Stank.
Well, Stanky Danke, I think his mom let him into the basement this morning to watch the synth videos on the big screen today. So
yeah, because I
gave him a
saw
plate
him,
of chicken fingers and let him watch the 80-inch screen his mommy got.
He was on Sonic Stay today, and I said hello to him, and I was like, oh, look who it is, it's Dank's place, and I was like, and he started right away. Jumps in and starts dissing me, and I did the same back to him. And then at the end, we both kind of give kissy face emoji lips, right? That's like,
everyone wants to know who Stanky Danke is.
Dank Place, look him up. He's a very interesting guy.
Yeah, look him up, Dank Place. Listen, I said the other day, there's nothing wrong with giving some trolls some shine. Danke's an active troll in the community. I'm sure everybody knows him. His friggin' profile picture is a troll. I hope to God that's not his real picture. But if it is his real picture, that's even more impressive. But he's a troll. He knows he's a troll, and he knows how to get a rise out of people. And someone told me a while back, they're like, man, you can't hate on the trolls too much, because that's how they're creative. That's their creative art. So, yeah, like you said, you just had a bit of fun with him. It's basically what it was like. It was like you were a wolf, and he was a little frog. And you're just you're just batting around the chat a little bit, you know, just like,
you know, I was going back, and then I said to him, I said, you know, man, you're such a talented guy, and he says, you keep repeating that to me.
Yes,
he goes, I know.
Nice to me. Only mommy's allowed to be nice to me.
He said, I know I'm a talented guy. He says, you can stop repeating that. I said, you're just astonishing human being, man. And I just kept saying that because it just blows my mind. And he kept every time somebody would come in that he thought he knew, he would say, oh yeah, so-and-so, you're the Synth Mafia, right? So he just kept baiting everybody, and
weird little clout chaser. He's kind of weird. Yeah. He's weird. What he is,
strange.
I think he's harmless at heart. He's just lonely and bored. I don't know,
man. I paid him no mind, and I talked to him a little bit back and forth, little banter back and forth, and then I just was like, you know what, I'm done with you.
Yeah, you know? I asked Danke to come on the show. I was like, listen, Stanky Danke, come on the show. You don't have to show your face. Put up your troll avatar, and let's just have a chat. And he didn't respond. So that's it. I only offered a troll one shot, and if he doesn't want to do it, because I thought it'd be funny to have a troll on. So,
well, one of the things, you know, and then I'll shut up after this. One of the things that he started immediately with me was, oh, hey, Echo, I'm surprised you showed your face on Sonic State after the Synth Mafia video you posted. And I just laughed, and I went, why? I didn't say anything about Nick Bat. I didn't. And
Nick's
I said,
man, we love Nick.
And I go like this. I go, why would I have posted it if I didn't want anybody to see it? Like he was making like, oh, people go check it out, man. It's bad.
It's
and
public.
I'm like, it's public.
Yeah.
You want to check it out? Check it out.
You were fired up. You were pissed off, and you told everyone what was up, and that was that.
Yeah.
So
you know, and
that's that.
So it was just funny because I think he was trying to get under my skin, and I was just having fun with it.
Yeah, you were texting me being like, look at this guy. I'm like, dude, I got that troll blocked, bro. I don't even see what he's posting. He's annoying. Yeah.
You know, and then I watched the show, and he would comment in and out, and I was just like, whatever, man. You know, you do you, I'm doing me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
all right. Enough of the friggin' trolls, man. They're cool to do what they do or whatever.
And you know what? Just by us talking to him, we're giving him.
Yeah, but you know, the guy is what I mean. He seems to enjoy it, and everybody who has a synth channel, Dank places in there. He's like, you know what he is? He's like one of those things in Mario. You know, you go to walk over to the pole, and it's like Dank place. You know, you make a comment, it's like Dank place. You know, it's like, what the frick, dude? Are you just like digitally like got a Honer radar on me?
And I just want to say, if anybody's gone to his page, he actually writes decent music.
It seems kind of cool. I mean, he is what he is. You know, I just think I don't know, man. Whatever.
It's weird.
I think he's 4 or 5 different people now. I got him pegged because I've been linguistically analyzing his syntax and speech and the way he comments and how he trolls, and I got him pegged with 4 or 5 different accounts now. So
it's very possible.
Yeah, trolls got to eat too, like Hans Volt says. You got to feed the trolls a few crackers every once in a while too, right? All right, so let's get right into it. We're going to hit the news now in a second, but just before we go, we're going to do the gas radar real quick just to check in, everyone in the chat. The gas radar, I should get a big thing to go. Maybe I'll upgrade the show. But gas radar, what's on your radar? What's on my radar? And everybody in the chat, you got any gas on the radar? And everybody saw that beautiful butter shirt I was wearing in the stream earlier. If you didn't, go check it out, man, because you got to say, Hecko, that shirt is sharp.
You really want my real opinion about that?
Hold on. I showed my wife. I walked into the kitchen. I was like, check this shirt out. You see this yet? She was like, Cream Dream. She's like, And I was like, check the back out. And she was like, cupcake? She's like, I don't think that's appropriate. I'm like, what do you mean? And I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And then someone else mentioned it. I was like, ooh, maybe this is a little like, you know, kind of, I don't know. What do you think?
Risque?
I don't know. What do you think? I think it's cool.
I don't know. I you know me. I'm not a big fan of the peanut butter synthesizer, and that shirt, I have to give you kudos for that shirt, though. That shirt definitely came out great. I definitely wouldn't wear it.
Dude, I think I'm only going to sell one, and it's to me.
Exactly. You never know, though.
You never know, man, but I think it's awesome. But I like I told you, I make these for me, mostly me and you.
Yeah, same here, yeah.
So what's on the gas radar? Let's go.
So the gas radar for me, as like I said before, was the Behringer grind.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about the little JT4000M, and I decided, nah, I don't want it. And I talked about that in the car one that I did the other day, yesterday. Because the Juno, I can just download the JP8000 sounds.
True.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Juno got you everything.
Juno is a beast.
It's crazy, dude. I love the Juno X. We don't want to go on a Juno X
I know
tonight because we got to let it simmer for a little bit. But man, the Juno X men are growing every day. I think 2 more people posted the other day. I just picked up a Juno X. I think we're reviving the Juno X, bro.
Well, I mean, think about it. It was out 2 years ago. There was a whole bunch of videos that came out, but not a lot, though. Not like what you would. That's the thing that kind of blows my mind. Like, you know, certain synthesizers are released into the wild, and not many people, like, you know, really talk about them. You know what I mean? And I'm sure it was very successful when it was launched. I mean, it's still one of their top rated synthesizers.
Yeah, we're doing some synth PR, baby, and reviving this beauty.
Yeah, and the other thing that we're talking about too is the Jupiter. People are starting to dig the Jupiter all over again. I don't know why you wouldn't talk about these synthesizers, only because you do have the Zen Core engine in them, and you have the cloud. Yeah. And I just think that it's, you know, they were before Arturia with the Astro lab, and I just think that it's something that's going to be keeping evolving with Roland, and it's just going to keep getting better and better.
Yeah. You know what? I watched Synth Seekers in the chat here. I watched Synth Seekers video the other day on the Ableton Move. awesome video, and he did a great live stream the other day. Go check out.
I gotta check it out. Yeah,
Synthseekers did an awesome video on the Ableton Move, especially from like a synth head perspective. You know, not like a, you know, some other kind of people that use it. But he did it. He did a wicked Berlin school breakdown. It was awesome. Just showed how he uses it as a sketch pad. It wasn't a review. It was just his opinion on it. And I just thought the other day, I was like, man, it's so cool when you got guys like Synthseeker, yourself, Machines One, Hans Vold, Uncle Jerry. You got all these people, Hayes Anderson, John Costello. And I just thought about it. I was like, wow, there's a group of people that actually only talk about synthesizers when they get sent one, you know?
Yeah.
And that's where we thought about the Juno X, started talking about the Jupiter X, and suddenly now it's like, oh, wow, yeah, we all forgot about this thing, you know? It's like people only talk about it, and that's why it's sad, because synth tubes seem to be only the next synth that everyone was talking about. There was no revival of these old, not vintage, I'm just saying like forgotten, relevant synthesizers. So
and
it's cool.
and that's what I said. Like I said, you know what? We never talk about, you know, we buy our synthesizers, and you know, we show them off when we first get them, or if they first come out. Like, you know, when the Edge came out, I did a thing. You know, it was like, so we talk about this stuff, but then we forget, you know, and that's why I like to go back and revise things every once in a while. Like, go back. I'm going to go back. I'm going to do I'm definitely doing a Deep Mind and a Juno X video.
Yeah, I got to do an Op6 one too. Like, you think about it, you're like, got all this gear. Like, every one of us got all this gear. It's like, man, we could do demos for ever. You know, if you want to do one a month, everybody's probably got 12 synths now. So you do like 12 demos, one good demo a month, and boom, there's your synth channel. If you want to be a demo guy with your iPhone on a pop down thing, dude. Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, Gas Radar. What's on it? Behringer Grind?
Behringer Grind.
Yep. Anything else?
No JT. I don't know, man. That's about it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I sit there and I go, "Ooh, this looks really good." I really like what's it called? The ones that you did the other day.
The Twisted Electrons.
Twisted Electronics. Yeah,
dude, they're awesome.
Really nice gear.
Beauties. They look good too.
Yeah, they look real nice, and they're built really well. You know, I had the Nix. That was something that I.
Dreadbach Nix was cool.
I still like that. I've always wanted one.
Dude, just buy the DIY one. Just buy it, dude. It's like freaking $200.
I don't know, man. Like,
come on. Seriously.
Well, no, because like every time I watched the Behringer Grind video that Patch Dog did, I don't know how many times now on my own. I know I showed it on the show the other day, but there's something about that synthesizer. It's amazing.
It's a pretty amazing, and to think you're going to get it for $199 is absolutely ludicrous.
It's crazy.
The only thing it doesn't have almost that the Mini Freak, besides keys, is that, or the Micro Freak, sorry. The only thing it doesn't have is it doesn't have built-in effects like the Mini Freak has, you know? I mean, it's not like, but I mean, it's probably more like the Micro Freak, right? Yeah, more like the Micro Freak.
I would say, yeah, it's more like the Micro Freak.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, this is where pedals come in. You know, you and I have been talking about pedals a lot lately, and I don't know if you got the message, by the way.
I did get that message. Yep. Keep that top secret though, baby. We'll keep that for later. Yeah.
But I thought that was cool that he got back to me right away. But anyway, so you know, I thought it was kind of cool, like that, you know, when we start getting back into pedals and stuff.
Yeah, we get the pedal gas fired up now.
Yeah, man, because like that night, what's it called? The Night Verb?
Oh, Erica Synth's Night Verb. Dude, killer. I'm gassing for that. I'm $600 though. That's insane. But that's why I had to pull together some Christmas. This is what I do for Christmas now. I'm like, anyone sending me a gift? They're like, I was thinking about it. I was like, all right, coordinate. And if you can all chip in,
pull it together,
is what I want. Pull it together. Yeah. I'll try to get the missus to coordinate it, but she's too busy. So I got to coordinate it myself.
Yeah, my family wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
They're done. You reach a certain point, a certain age, and your family just says, fuck this guy. You know what I mean?
I ain't there yet. Hopefully, you know, I'm not there yet. But the Night Verb, like, man, it looks amazing. Should I pull it up real? You keep talking, I'll pull it up because it looks so awesome.
What I like about it is the way it looks, number one, obviously. And I just like the way when he starts tweaking it, and it just starts, it starts coming alive. And I'm like sitting there going, man, I go, this is like the ultimate ambient like effects pedal.
Dude,
I mean, is it a pedal?
Yeah, it looks friggin'. Let's just go over the details. This wasn't supposed to be covered tonight, but since we're gassing on the pedals, here we go.
But is it? It's not even a pedal. It's just a desktop module.
Stereo reverb. It says.
Yeah.
So desktop reverb with 100 preset slots, custom DSP engine, chromatic freeze tuning, stereo audio in and out, 5-pin MIDI in, out and through, or in and through, foot switch. But let's just go down and get the deets real quick there. Echo, baby. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's a pedal, right? So whatever. 100 presets, well, 70 user, 30 factory. So it comes with 30 and you get 70 to save yourself, which, I mean, that is so awesome, dude. When you can save your presets that you're doing on a pedal, and look at this friggin' bumblebee or wasp or whatever it is there. Moth, is it?
I don't know. Is it a moth? It must be a moth. Yeah.
Oh, look at that beauty, bro.
Yeah, it's cool.
And that lights up too. I'd play a demo, but not tonight. We're not covering the pedals tonight, but man, that is gear. So that's the one I'm looking at, dude. But then to think about spending that kind of money is like me and you were talking. You buy 2 friggin' pedals like that, and it's only $200 more, and you got a TE-05. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Or you know, that pedal right there is an MS. Was it the MS5?
MS5. You know, you can get for that. It's a
monopoly.
I feel like when you buy a pedal, everyone in chat, you let me know what you think. I don't know if there's many pedal junkies in here, if you're still using plugins and stuff, but I find with a pedal, you got to commit. Like when you think you want it, you got to buy it immediately. Because if you don't buy it immediately, you'll get scared away because you're like, it's too much money. Like that's what I did with the Microcosm, and that's what I did with the Chroma console. As soon as I liked it, as soon as I got that feeling of like, that's for me, I bought it right away, and no regrets, 0 regrets.
Well, you know, and that's how I was with the Big Sky and the Collider. Yeah. Because the thing about pedals that are expensive like that, and you know, we had the discussion about pedals and how much they really cost. But the thing about pedals like that is you're actually buying another part of the synth. You're buying a module for your synth.
And you're buying a highly curated, exceptional,
well-built.
And, you know, people call us synth worshipers, but they're nice.
Yeah.
Pedals are nice.
Yeah, they are, man. They make, my whole first album was done using a pedal board. The only VST I used on that album was Valhalla's, what do you call it?
Yeah, what are you talking about? A VST or plugin or something?
It's a VST. Yeah, the Valhalla Shimmer.
VSTD.
That's what I used on that album, but most of it was all my pedals.
Yeah.
Because pedals do give, I don't know if it's the way the circuit goes in and the frequency and how it just translates. It changes the sound and the dynamic of the keyboard.
And having hands-on controls with the pedal too is absolutely amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
It just depends what you're into, dude. If you're into mouse clickety-clackety, dot up, that's cool. But if you like actually just the tactile kinetic experience of manipulating something.
The shimmer pedal is the shimmer effect on the VST is the Valhalla one basically is a set and forget. I don't mess with that. So I'll use that like on a droning kind of thing and just have it in the background. Set it and forget it. The pedal thing exactly is what you said. It's like using a synthesizer. You're tweaking stuff. You know, the Ibanez echo shifter that I had showed you before. That I was messing with that through the whole first track of that album, getting some really cool effects on it. I use this thing all the time because of the cool effects that you get on it.
Oh yeah.
You know,
that's freaking ugly though, man.
Oh, it's wicked ugly. Yeah. It's fucking nasty, actually.
That's friggin' ugly, bro. That's like brutal.
But you know what's really interesting?
Hold it up again.
You know what's really interesting?
I'll never buy that ever.
Oh, dude, you don't know what you're missing.
That's like, dude, no, okay, I won't say that because it'll get too raunchy, but yeah.
You have no idea what you're missing. I'm telling you.
Well,
for $40. Yep.
All right, go into a little bit of detail, then we'll move on to the Behringer news.
So this is totally analog bucket brigade.
Ooh, really?
Digital analog delay.
Okay.
Right.
What's the name?
Do I have any? This is a Korg monotron.
All right.
This is the monotron delay. This thing is like, the stuff that you can do with this is stupid. You can run it alone. You don't even need to plug anything into it. But once you start plugging stuff into it, like right now I have the snare coming out of the clap track coming out of the RD6 going into another one. I have 2 of them.
Oh, really?
Going into it's going into the into that, and that's what if you listen to some of the tracks that I do, you'll hear the echo and stuff, and then I mess with it, and you get that nice rewinding rundown of just nasty, because it gets nasty too, because it's as you're messing with the filter and you're messing with the because of the filter on here, there's contour. When you start messing with that stuff, it gets like distorted and nasty.
Oh, cool, man. All right, I take it back. It's ugly, but all right.
And if you're in a room that has blue lights, so sometimes I'll do the whole studio in blue.
Yeah.
This stuff lights up like a black light. It lights up neon.
Ooh, cool,
so
man.
It's pretty cool.
All right, I take it back. And that's cool. $49. All right.
Maybe $49, yeah.
Maybe that's actually cool. And I know Korg's got those new DIY NTS ones, the Korg Chaos Pad, and then can't remember what the other one is, but they got that cool little oscilloscope I'd like to get too. Do you got that?
Well, I showed you that one. I have one of those that I had the one that you build.
Yeah.
I have the first one.
Sweet.
That thing's sick, dude.
Yeah, everyone loves those things. Yeah. So okay, that's cool. All right. Take it back.
That sounds great.
I'm diverting to you on this.
It also has an awesome arpeggiator in it. That sounds amazing. So yeah, I mean, the little things like this I bought 2 of them. My wife bought me this one as like a stocking stuffer. And then I was like, I gotta get another one. You know, I actually have all of them. I have the little analog synth one. There's 2 of them. And I forget, one has a dual oscillator in it, and the other one's single oscillator, and dual voice and single voice. And yeah.
They still selling those now?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. I'm gonna check those out because I think that's a good deal and a very cool stocking stuffer, actually, if they're that powerful.
Yeah, no, they sound amazing. I wish I had this one plugged in so you could hear it. But they run on batteries, two AA batteries.
Sweet, dude. All right, baby. Let's get to the news, man. I forgot to tell you what was on my gas radar.
Yeah, what's on your gas radar? I'm sorry.
My gas radar is Polybrew 12. I'm going all in on Polybrew 12. Pedals and Polybrew 12. Cream Dream. I have to make the dream turn into the cream, baby. You know the deal.
So isn't the Muse less expensive?
I don't care about the Muse, man. I'm done with the Muse. I'm done with the Moog Muse, man. I'm off that train big time.
Wow.
Off it.
So you're going to buy a Labyrinth instead?
I'm getting a Labyrinth and a Polybrew 12. No, but I am going to get a Polybrew 12 at some point. Someone told me the other day, I can't remember who it was. They were like, bro, you just got to focus and eventually you'll get that Polybrew 12. And I was like, that's what I'm going to do. I got to keep my mind on the prize. So for today, Polybrew 12 all the way.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right, the Muse doesn't suck. I should take that back. Vic Korftron knows the Muse is amazing. The Muse is amazing. I'm just playing around. The Muse is cool. I like it.
The Muse is awesome.
But when it comes to big synths, I know Johnny Licky says you can't compare the two, but I love the big synths. All right, so let's move on over to what we can't bury the lead, man. Look at this. All right.
Oh, you're gonna wait? Hold on. So we're gonna jump right to that. We're not gonna go to the
What?
To the sequential thing, or
sequential. We're gonna cover that later because that's. I feel like this is bigger news than the sequential, and we got to get a little positive before we can go after the sequential. Do you know what I mean? All right, we got to keep it real for a second here. All right, so this got released on Patchdog. The demo man's got a channel. And we will pull it up in a second. You guys all go over and subscribe to him. He's doing these very cool new things where you're getting these teasers. You're getting these inside looks at his studio before things are released.
Nice.
Why not,
nice
dude?
Studio
it's such
too.
a super smart way for Behringer to incorporate a more guerrilla style content game, because to me, Behringer is the best at keeping their customers interested, primed up, and ready to go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They are the Viagra of the synth world, right? They always keep you rocking and a rolling. All right. Okay, so we got the Behringer LmDrum, the clone of Roger Linn's legendary Linn drum machine. And we got a big look because that's beautiful, but I figured we jump over here and just look real quick at this before we get into Patchdog's little video, which I'm going to play a bit of here in a second. So we go down. Oh, there's this video right there. Behringer packaging. One thing, I'll let him explain it. They're not giving us those ugly ass white boxes anymore.
I didn't think they were ugly. I thought they were cool. I thought they had the cool graphic. They had the cool graphic on it.
And this is cheaper. Let's be honest. This makes more sense.
Well, it's cheaper, but it's also, you know, environmentally stable. So I mean, it's, you know,
Behringer is all about the environment. Don't get it twisted. All right.
I'm not saying anything, bro. I'm like.
All right, so we got the Behringer.
I don't want to get in trouble, man.
Yeah, but here we go. Here's the update from August 29th. The beauties are all in production, ready to go. All right. So that's what we know. That was from August, and then today we get this beautiful thing from the one and only, the most beautiful demo man in the game, Patrick.
Look at that studio.
Patchdog, and we're just gonna watch this video real quick together. Ready?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome from Patchdog Studio. Here's where I shoot and edit all the videos. And I just thought I'd do a quick one because I received a box. Well, to be honest, it was a couple of weeks ago, but gonna start work on a new video soon with that. And just finishing up the last one here. But I thought I'd make a video because Behringer are doing their new boxes. And I like them. I like them.
I like them too, baby.
So if you've bought any Behringer stuff in the past, you will have noticed the boxes are just caked in white. They've just got ink everywhere, like a thick layer of paper ink. Well, that's all gone now. It's recycled cardboard, obviously. Not so much ink anymore, and there's no foam inserts anymore. It's all cardboard, which is pretty cool. We like that.
Oh, what's the message?
Got a little note from Uli there.
What's the message? Hold on.
Nice little touch. It's a nice
message from Uli. The musician in every human being. Our purpose is to empower those who have not and cannot. Together we are a music tribe. I dig that, bro.
That's cool, man.
That's very cool.
I like that.
That is a very cool quote. I'm actually probably going to print that off and put it up somewhere.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What?
Reminds me of when Bob Moog used to put, when you opened up a Moog box, he used to have a little blurb in there and talk about how machines and humans interact. And then it would say at the end, it would say from Bob Moog. And that I thought was a very classy thing to do. I thought that was really cool.
Maybe this is kind of an homage to Bob Moog, you know, maybe he's going to put a different quote in every new synth. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, let's have a look.
And I'm glad that Uli's actually doing that.
Yeah, I think it's cool. And I like the new boxes. And guess what? These boxes are cheaper to make. They're more environmentally friendly. And you know what that means? That means the synths are going to always get cheaper. Let's go.
It's a nice little touch. What have we got here? Quick start guide.
Guides suck, though.
Quick start guide.
Behringer guides suck. Come on. Let's be honest.
Very nice. Should we have a look and see what's under here?
Sup, trader to the living?
Let's see what we got.
Dude.
Okay. Well, pretty damn excited to be seeing this, no doubt. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm definitely looking forward to doing the video on this. I'm not going to be able to demo it or anything
really
like
not that big, is it?
That's not. I don't know if is that as big as the RD8 and RD9. I don't know.
No, I think it's a little bit, you know, like wider.
We'll have to see it. He'll put it down here, see what it looks like compared to the UBxA.
Obviously go onto the Behringer channel, but maybe I can do a little unboxing. Let's see.
Look at that, dude.
That's nice, man.
It's friggin' gorgeous, man. Come on, that is absolutely beautiful.
I like the wood sides too. That's
I like
a very
the wood
nice
sides.
It's
is that walnut? You think, or is that lace wood? Maybe.
I don't know. That
be
might be
Appalachian cherry,
it might be uli wood.
Chinese teak.
Hang on.
Not too bad. Not too bad. That is looking pretty sweet. I mean,
come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Not a bad combo, right?
Yeah, I'm getting both of those. Screw it.
All right,
That's
guys.
nice.
Stay tuned on the B channel. This one will be coming fairly soon.
All right, so that's amazing. That's the Behringer LmDrum, the Linn drum. It looks fantastic.
Right.
It's beautiful. And I think I'm going to get that. You going to get it?
I got a little gas going on there, a little hiccup.
All right, who in the chat is going to buy the LmDrum? Let's get it. Let's do a little poll. Just put whatever you want in there that represents yes. Who's getting the Behringer LmDrum? I'm getting it for sure. I know I say I'm getting everything, but I'm getting this.
Jumpstar says it's really pretty.
It's really pretty. It is pretty. It's beautiful. And you know what? Halloween's coming, and it's got a Halloween vibe.
Well, it's got the grind vibe.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, look, that would go really well with the grind too.
That would go good with the grind, man.
Yep.
I dig it. Everyone seems
Everybody's
like they're
saying
it.
yes.
Yeah, everyone's getting it. And you know what? Screw it. I'm getting the UBxA desktop, and I'm getting the LmDrum probably this year.
Wow, everybody's saying yes.
Everyone's getting a yes, man. So the survey. Ooh, even Trader to the Living's getting one.
All right.
The only beacon of light. There's two beacons of light. Hans Volt, are you getting the LmDrum? That's the question I want to know. If Hans Volt's getting it, then Behringer has knocked it out of the park. I don't know if Hans left or not. He might be taking care of some trolls out behind the woodshed. All right.
Well, John's not getting it.
John said he's not getting it. What?
John had the throw up emoji when he saw it.
Oh, did he? He threw in the barf emoji for that?
Yeah.
How dare he? How friggin' dare he? All right, man. Listen, while we're at it, let's keep moving on with some more news here. We got this beautiful little baby also came out. The Behringer Wave, the PPG clone, is now out. Looks like there's a lot of them there. Someone said this might just be the beta test units. I don't think so. I think they beta tested these units in 2022. So whoever wrote me that, I think you're mistaken, big time.
The way I used to work in a warehouse and the way that pallet is built, that's being shipped out.
I think it's being shipped out too.
Those aren't beta testers.
And here's what it's going to look like. Now, I wanted to read this little quote to you right here. This is from, who's it from here? Herman Sieb, if that's how you pronounce his last name. Sieb, Herman Sieb, one of the co-inventors of the original PPG Wave. Herman Sieb. This is what he said. My first impressions of the new Blue Machine. I've had the honor and fun to play with the beta of the upcoming Behringer Wave for some time now, putting it on top of a great granddaddy, the PPG Wave 2.2, which it is currently modeled after. It's much smaller form factor, mostly thanks to the 4-octave keyboard. I've preferred the original 61 key out, but the 49 key is fine with him. Professionals will have a big controller or master keyboard anyway. For most purposes, 4 octaves is enough. The smaller overall size is no problem. The controller elements work quite well. They are large enough, and there's even enough space in between them. Former PPG owners won't need much time to readjust. Newcomers will find it easy to work with. The display is similar. Analog to it, blah, 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 blah. The program page is different, blah, 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 blah. Now, regarding the important part, yes, yeah, but does it sound like a PPG? I think they pretty much nailed it. I've played through all the factory programs, and I know and love for many years, and it reproduced them dutifully and very much in an authentic way. Editing new sounds should be no problem to anyone already familiar with it, and the results match the original to a very high degree. Complete identity is unreachable anyway, since the PPG sounds a bit differently. So that's a big endorsement for this synthesizer, which I heard a rumor, $899.
From a guy who actually worked on the original. That's pretty dope.
I told you, bro. Behringer's bringing in the big dogs, the heavy hitters. A lot of people don't know that. They don't believe it, but it's true.
No, I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. I mean, that I have to say, I was never a big fan of the original. I did play one years ago at Guitar Center. And it does sound, it did sound amazing. There was just something about the color and the big telephone buttons but the more I look at it, the more I say, that's really freaking nice looking, man.
It's friggin' gorgeous, brother. Look at it, man.
Yeah, that's pretty.
This is a very cool website. I don't know if any of you guys go there, matrixsynth.com. I always go over here. He's always got very cool news articles. He posts tons of stuff from people creating videos and stuff. And this is just the one he had posted there with some cool pictures. So I was like, check this out. We get a close up here. Huh? Do you like that? Do you like those big knobs?
Those are the old school buttons. They're the old telephone buttons.
Yeah, dude. Look at this thing. Get a closer look.
I wonder if they click like the old one did.
I say it clicks just like a Commodore 64.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah. All right. So that's the Matrix Synth. That's cool. Cool website. Go check them out. Let me close some of these windows down so I can get going. This is what we got next. We're going right through it tonight, man. This is what we got to get going.
Here it comes.
Why don't you lead?
Me?
Yeah, you lead. What do you think? This is the Prophet 10, the 50th year anniversary that we've been hyping up on this channel like no other because we thought something amazing was coming down the pipe. And it seems that... Go on.
It's pretty. I like the wood. I don't think this is a 50th anniversary celebration kind of keyboard. I could be wrong. It was a very popular keyboard when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the fact that they have the original badge on there. I think that's kind of cool.
Do you think you like that it says special edition?
I think that's kind of cool. But what's special about it?
I read into all the details. What is special about it is only the wood.
Okay.
Right. So everything else is exactly the same as the previous Prophet 10. And I think let's even see what it says. I mean, like, look at the wood. This is called laced wood is what they call it. I said today I thought it was a bunch of executives made some cabinets and they had leftover lace wood and they're not selling any Prophet 10s. So they said, listen, take this lace wood we got from the cabinets, throw it to Sequential, and get all those Prophet 10 pieces out of the warehouse because we ain't selling any anymore.
I just...
And it's $600 more than the non-laced wood.
All right, so what's the exact price of it?
$4,999.
$5,000.
5 G's, and the original, not the original, the one without the laced wood is $4,999 or something, or $4,399.
I just, come on, man.
It's pretty. My theory is that they're doing this first. So this is this is what I'm hoping, and I'm praying to God. I'm praying to God that they're doing this like a 5-course meal. I feel like this is the appetizer, the 150 collector units, because they got a bunch of parts left over. They said, let's throw some interesting wood on it and get rid of all these Prophet 10 parts. This is the hors d'oeuvre. For the first course, then we're going to get another synthesizer in November or December, or the main course, let's just say. Because they're not just going to do this, are they? They're not just going to do a friggin' laced wood Prophet 10 for the 50th year anniversary of Dave Smith's absolutely iconic company. They're actually going to just do that. I don't think they're going to do that. Do you?
Well, that's what I was about to say. Was I don't think that would be the right thing to do. I mean, if this is all they're going to do, I think it's kind of a shame. And don't forget now, they're not Sequential standalone anymore.
I know.
You know, they're owned by a big franchised company. They're owned by not franchise, sorry, big corporate conglomerate company. Focusrite's a huge company. So, I mean, is this really...
If this is an hors d'oeuvre, this is cool to me. Put it this way. If this is just an hors d'oeuvre, and next month they give us a cool new 50th year anniversary, creative, inspiring, new synthesizer, then I would say this is cool. If this is all they give, the absolute insanely loyal Sequential fans, customers musicians that love that synthesizer. If this is all they give those people for the 50th year anniversary, it's a friggin' embarrassment. And I hope it's not. I'm not saying it's an embarrassment. I'm saying if this is it, this is embarrassing. If this is an hors d'oeuvre, it's cool with me. Like my opinion matters.
Well, I mean, so here's the thing. It's 5Gs. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna buy a Muse over this if I had that kind of money.
I'd buy a third wave over this if I had to buy something for 5Gs.
Well,
buy
$4 grand, $5 grand.
bro.
I'd buy a Wave. I mean, I just don't, you know, again, those people that are gonna sit there and drool and say, oh, hey, you know, this is a Prophet 10, and you know, I'm a sequential guy. I mean, there are people in their studio that have in their studios that have nothing but sequential. There are people that have nothing but Moog. There are people, you know, there's those people. That's fine. But I just think $5,000 for a rehash synthesizer with burly wood. I just, you know, and trust me, dude, you know me, I'm a sequential guy. I met Dave Smith. I love Dave Smith. I thought he was a genius. I love the feel of my keyboard. I just don't.
Well, just say it what it is. This is not cool if this is all they're going to do for the 50th year anniversary. It's not.
I'm
cool.
hoping not.
I'm hoping not to, bro. I'm really hoping not.
I said that
that wood is nice though. Come on, isn't it?
No.
Go. Let's see if we get a big picture. Look, come on, Echo, dude. Look at that.
No, you know what it looks like? Wood. It looks like wormwood. Like fucking worms ate at it, dude.
What are you saying? This looks like termite wood?
No, wormwood. You ever see wormwood?
No,
They make guitars out of wormwood.
I have seen wormwood. Yeah,
yeah, I have. But so
special edition, that's kind of a bit cheesy.
One of the things that I was hoping that they did, and I really mean this,
they should have wrote Prophet 10 laced, is what they should have wrote.
Oh, they should have wrote Prophet 10 and then had Dave Smith's signature on it.
Yeah, or they should have wrote Prophet 10 50th anniversary instead of special edition.
But I was really hoping that they were going to come out with the Prophet X Mark II. The Prophet X was an amazing synthesizer. You know, we talked about that on your show before, and I don't know. I just think that that's what they should have done. Maybe they're gonna, like you said, this might be just an appetizer of what they're doing. 50 years is huge.
Got to be an appetizer. Got to be an appetizer.
I mean, 50 years is huge. It's not something that, you know, it's not 10 years. You know, it's not 15 years. It's 50 years of synthesizer technology. 50
years, and arguably, I don't know, some people probably, okay, let's not get into a huge debate about it, but who is the most important synthesizer guy in the synthesizer world? Let's just say, not your opinion, but who is the most? Is it Bob Moog? Is it Dave Smith?
Well, I mean, you can't really.
I guess you can't pinpoint it. Dave Smith is a big deal.
Dave Smith's a big deal because of MIDI and what he did with Roland. Bob Moog is because he was a pioneer. Alan Perlman was a pioneer.
Yeah.
You know, what's his face? Tom Oberheim. Sorry.
Yeah.
Tom Oberheim, pioneer. Those are your big guys.
Yeah, and they should be celebrated on their 50th year anniversary, you know?
Yeah.
Let me ask Trader to the Living a question real quick, because he just posted in the chat. He said, it's a collector's piece, in my opinion. 100% agree. 100% agree it's a collector's piece.
Okay.
And if they released this last year, collector's piece, awesome. If they released it next year, collector's piece is awesome. But to release this only in the 50th anniversary, that ain't cutting the mustard.
No, and I personally don't think that Dave Smith would have wanted that. I could be wrong. I don't know the man personally. I met him, but I don't think that he would have wanted that. I think he would have wanted something. I mean, when he rolled out a synthesizer, when you saw him at NAMM and he had the Pro 3 there, the flip top, and then he had the regular one. And then over in the corner, he was playing, when I walked in, he was playing the X, the Prophet X. And he was talking to another guy, and they were demoing it. And when I went in to talk to him and take a picture with him and stuff, you know, we immediately started talking about the Rev 2. We started talking about a bunch of stuff. And so, I mean, he was very proud of his you know, the stuff that they were rolling out. So I just think that for the 50th anniversary, if he was still alive, I don't think this is what he would have done personally.
I don't either, man. I don't either.
You know?
I don't either.
I got a question.
I got a question. I don't know. What's up?
I got a question. So do you think if Bob Moog was still alive that he would have approved the Muse?
Would he have approved the Muse?
I'll tell you one thing he wouldn't have approved. The Labyrinth.
Probably not the Labyrinth. Would he approve the Muse? I think he would have approved the Muse. I think he would have touched that Muse and went, this is a pretty cool addition to the legacy. I think the Muse is a great synthesizer. From everything I've seen, I've never played it, so my opinion don't mean much. But
well, I think
it's a real good synthesizer, man. I don't know.
But I also think it because
people are calling it the Chug, though. People are calling it the Chug, the Chinese Moog, which is sad.
Whatever. That's stupid.
I like China.
Yeah, but even it's who cares?
Yeah, I like China.
Whatever. It's Moog,
bro. I like China.
It's Moog, whatever it is. All I have to say is this: I think he would have, because I know that that was something that they struggled with, was polysynths.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the Moog one, I don't even want to, I don't know. That's an embarrassment as far as I'm concerned. That kind of money, that synthesizer was a big tank of wood and metal and whatever. Everybody's like, oh, I had one. And well, you had one. When you say you had one, that tells me things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You
know,
there's nothing better. It's kind of interesting. It's like, I had one. It's like, well,
where is it? What
if you had one and you're like, it sucked,
right?
Fine. But if you're like, I had one, it was amazing. It's like, there needs to be one other statement. I fell upon hard times and had to get rid of it.
Exactly.
Or it sucked. Right.
You know, so when the Muse came out,
or I had to downgrade my space and just couldn't fit it. That's the only two reasons. The only two reasons you get rid of good synthesizers is you're going through hard times and you need cheese. 2, you're downgrading your space due to certain reasons and you just don't have the room, so you have to reluctantly let go of something. Otherwise, you're getting rid of it because you don't like it.
And I think, you know, the Muse was something that everybody, you know, I don't want to go back to like the Juno X, the Muse. I'm just saying that the Muse was something that we all speculated. And when it came out, we were all blown away by it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an important thing when a synth company does that. You get that wow feeling, that wow moment where you sit there and
even
go,
through
wow,
the computer, even through the computer.
Yeah. And not physically touching it.
Yeah.
You know? So I think Bob would have approved of that.
Yeah,
100%.
I think so too. He would have approved the Muse, denied the Labyrinth.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right, man. This next little ditty here is, I had to do this for Machines One today. I wasn't talking to him, but I could hear him being like, they better cover that friggin' Digitone. They better cover that Digitone. I think he already went and bought one, so let's cover it real quick. We'll do this little video here from Elektron. I already subscribed, already liked, so let's check it out. This is At a Glance. 15 minutes is hardly at a glance, but we probably won't watch the whole thing. Hold on.
Introducing Digitone 2.
It can sound like this.
Or this.
Or even like this.
It is the reimagining of an already potent box of FM synthesis into a multi-machine, many-realm reaching wonder, taking the evolution of Digitone synthesis and sequencing to new heights.
Get set to pull your sound through the prism and into a spectrum of dazzling tones and timbres.
First off, I'm loving the video. Great job on the video.
Digitone 2 is a multi-timbral polyphonic synth with 16 tracks for synthesis or MIDI, and 16 voices usable across several selectable synth machines.
Dude, I don't know. Have you ever been to Thailand or Vietnam or any of those places over there?
No.
All right, so when you go over there, sometimes you go to a restaurant, and like funny thing is, went there and you go to a restaurant with 3 or 4 people, and you know how hard it is when you go to a restaurant with 3 or 4 people and the menu's like 1-2 pages, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes one person's like, yeah, my wife. Sometimes I'm like, baby, you got to pick something here. You know, you got to pick something here. You know what I mean? If you don't pick something, I'm gonna pick it for you. But when you go over there, sometimes, dude, you'll walk into this tiny little kitchen. I'm telling you, bro, it's like 5 tables. And they'll lay a binder down on your table, and you're like, damn. You open it up.
It's just pictures.
Dude, there's so many pages in there. It's pictures, but also it'll go from like gong sum friggin' spicy soup with fish heads in it to spaghetti bolognese to a British kebab. And you're looking at the kitchen over there. You're like, surely to God, they're not going to whip all this up in this kitchen. There's no chance. So you're like, they're just messing. They think that I'm going to pick the Thai food or something, right? Dude, me and my buddies went to this one restaurant. We stayed there for like 3 months. We went to the same restaurant and tested the theory. We ordered every goddamn thing in that menu. Little mama in the back whipped every single thing up, bro.
Wow.
And it all came out amazing. And we were and fast. And we were like, what the heck is going on back there? They must have had like a portal right to a kitchen in another country. There's something going on. It made no sense, dude.
It's like one of those food replicators, dude. Like,
yeah, dude. I was like, what? You know, I tried to go back in the kitchen, but they're like, sir, stay back there, sir. No. And, but anyways, my point is the digitones, the digitechs remind me of a Thai food menu that you got to do that much menu diving in there. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, surely this thing can't do all that, but I guess it can.
What I find interesting about these things, and you had mentioned the Ableton Move.
Yeah.
By the way, my buddy Melvin that I work with, you know Melvin, he bought one. Mm-hmm. He got rid of his what was it called, the Yamaha one there? What was it called?
Syntac.
The Syntac
or no, not Syntac. Sorry, Seek Track or something.
Yeah, he got rid of that.
Yeah.
And he sent it back to Sweetwater, and he got the Move, and he says it's awesome, right? Mm-hmm. And I've been hearing good things about it.
He likes the Move?
Yeah, he loves it. He says it's great. He can hang out with his kid on the couch.
That's what SynthSeeker said.
Yeah, and he could just put stuff together, and he said it's a lot of fun. You know, mm-hmm. he's got a son. He's a baby, mm-hmm. but he's starting to like hit buttons and learn how to sounds and stuff. So it's kind of cool to hang out with your kid and, you know, learn about synthesis and stuff, right?
That is cool.
This, if I'm not mistaken, you could take this anywhere. Just throw it in a backpack and just start doing whatever you want with it, right? With a pair of headphones.
Machines one, let us know if this is battery powered or you got to have it
does it run on batteries? Yeah.
But continue if you can.
No, and
that's amazing.
And if you could do that, but here's one of the things that always baffled me about Digitech or Elektron stuff. Now, I had a SID station back in the day, and I wish I never got rid of that synthesizer because it was based on the Commodore 64 chip. Mm-hmm. It was a great little synth, and I just wish I never got rid of it. I think, does Hans Volt have one of those?
Hans got the TheraSid, I think, or the Rapsid, or however the frig you say it.
Because, well, the synth station was amazing. That was the beginning for these guys.
That's cool.
I heard that these things are difficult. I don't know, Machines One, if you...
Hans says, throw it in a backpack, dumpster, whatever.
He's so brutal.
God. Not battery powered. Trader to Living. Fact check straight in. Not battery powered. So it's not a portable, throw it in your bag synth.
Okay, so anybody that has one of these, so Trader to the Living has one, and the Machine Ones has one, right? Has an Elektron device, right?
Yeah.
Is it true that they are difficult to get around and program? Because it's a different language.
I think there's a learning curve to it. I think it's like on par with MPC learning curve, Synthstrom Deluge learning curve, Elektron learning curve. I think they're friggin' made for geniuses. That's what I figured. I ain't no genius. I can't figure it out. I can barely figure out how to friggin' get out the front door in the morning without getting in here and making a video.
DJ Vortek is waiting for a
Octatrack Mark II. Yeah, a lot of people are doing that. Let's check this out a little longer.
It also has a more modular workflow.
You check out the chat, see what's going on.
An expanded elektron sequencer.
And a whole bunch more. Powerful? You bet.
Fun? Big time.
Let's dive in and get our hands dirty.
Let's do it. Synth machines. Let me just read the little description here real quick. The Digiton 16 track, 16 voice, polyphonic synthesizer, unleashing dimensions of sonic possibilities, all framed in a modular workflow. There are multiple forms of digital synthesis to explore, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's check out the synth machines. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but...
The audio possibilities of Digiton 2 are vast, with tons of tweakability. Choose from multiple unique melodic synth engines, FM and beyond, as well as rich percussive options. First, we have Wavetone, a fresh take on the classic two-oscillator synthesizer. Morph between oscillator shapes, add phase distortion, as well as oscillator modulation such as ring mod or hard sync. Define with precision the flavor of your noise, and so much more. And the good news, that's only the first machine out of your toy box.
Pretty cool. It sounds cool, man.
Next
sounds nice.
It sounds kind of cool.
Was it, so am I to understand also that the original wasn't stereo?
The Digitone, I think the Digitac, Machines One, let us know this. I know that the Digitac didn't have stereo samples, and then they brought in stereo samples, but what is the Digitone? Let me jump over here real quick while we're doing that, because I got the web, oh, I just exited the website. Hold on. Yeah, hold on, I'll pull it up here in a sec. Jump over here. Yeah, check the chat. See if Machines Ones knows if the Digitac was stereo or mono, because that's what we want to know. Let's see, jump over here, go back. All right, Elektron Digitone 2, new machine, more tracks, more polyphony. Elektron fans, hold on to your seats, brand new, blah, blah, blah. Unblock that content. What's this? Digitone 2 at a glance, just watch that. Compared to the previous generation, Digitone 2 offers more of everything. New version not only boasts 16 voices as opposed to 8, it offers twice the amount of tracks, so now you get 16 tracks. That's pretty crazy, right? 16 tracks.
Yeah.
You know, the Moog has only got 4. And as with the Digitac 2, you can now use any track for external sounds or MIDI. Also cool. Which greatly enhances the flexibility of live sets and DAW-less setup. So I've heard that these things are pretty good brains for your DAW-less setup, especially the Digitac.
Yeah, a lot of people do use them for DAW-less.
Yeah, the sound engine has been expanded to offer SYN machines, SYN machines, whatever that means, Wavetone, Swarmer, FM Tone, and LmDrum. You get 6 FLTR machines. You get a multi-mode filter, 4-pole low pass, equalizer, comb, and comb plus modes, legacy low pass and high pass. For backwards capability, each voice gets a third LFO. There's a new stereo master compressor.
John says that he has Elektron was always suspect, and when I got it, I hated it so much.
Who said this?
John.
John who?
Costello.
Hey, listen, John. We know what.
I know. I mean,
yeah,
it's a pain. It's a pain in the ass just to change presets. I mean, that's what I've been hearing.
He also said that about the friggin' Carbon 8, and I watched a video on that, and it's super easy to change presets. John told me, he was like, dude, the Carbon 8's garbage because it's so hard to change presets. And I went and watched Saucy Sauce's video, and he was, what do you mean hard to change presets? It was like, well, bam, well, bam, well, bam, well, bam.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So I don't know what he meant by that. John, clarify yourself.
So, I mean, I think it was Hayes Anderson said that the MPC will do the same thing.
MPC will do the same thing. Cool.
Not a big fan of either or. So
yeah, I'm a huge fan of MPC. I'm like massive MPC fan now, even though I've only touched it one time since I became a fan, and it is under a blanket in the spare bedroom right now.
That's like saying I'm a fan of shooting heroin. I only touched it for the first time.
Yeah, anybody a fan of shooting heroin has kind of probably lost their mind. Hold on, okay, check this out though. I found this today too. I don't mean to fire up the Behringer bandwagon again, but the UBxA just got an editor, and it works with the UBxA too. So that's pretty cool. You know,
well, I know Behringer's been working on editors, which is very, very cool, actually. So
Momo Mueller has graced us with another great editor. This time for the UBxA. I don't think we're going to play the content, but you got the editor there, so that makes everything a hell of a lot easier.
But is it only for Ableton?
Is it Ableton? Where do you see that?
The app works on both PC and Mac in standalone mode. Yeah, I don't know.
App or a DAW plugin. The editor adds in-computer control to hardware's standalone app or a DAW plugin. As a plugin, you can automate and randomize. Let's watch the video for a second, see what they're saying.
Because that's Ableton Live right there.
I think that's just what he's using, right? So he's got it.
Right.
$7. You get the idea, right? I'm not a fan of editors, but a lot of people are. I know you are, right? You like the editor on the Mini Freak?
I like the editors. I like the editors on the DeepMind 12. I think the editor is pretty cool. It's cheesy as hell looking, but it's cool. I like what was it? The editor on which one was it? Oh yeah, the editor on the Juno X. Pretty cool.
What do you think of that?
You downloaded that? Oh, you would never use that, would you?
No, I'm not using editors, bro. I told you this.
I don't like DAWs. I'm not going to use a DAW.
I told you this, dude. No DAWs, no VSTDs, no plugins. All right? That's what's up. But we'll see. Right. Could be changed, man. Listen, you got to give me a break, bro. You got to give me a break.
Listen, when you're sleeping, I'm going to put the I'm going to sneak into your house. I'm going to put a Logic intravenous needle in your arm, and you're going to wake up all programmed into Logic.
You're going to P Diddy me?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. You're going to P Diddy me synth style? All right.
That's it.
Check this out. Anima Omega developer Aodyo Instruments bankrupt. So I think they did a Kickstarter, and basically, I guess they either took or lost everybody's money, and now they're bankrupt.
Damn.
So that kind of sucks, right? I think a lot of people were expecting this because it looked cool. A lot of people were excited about it. To be honest, it looked awesome. But you know what happens, man? Sometimes when you invest in a Kickstarter, sometimes it don't work out the way you want it to. Bankruptcy, could not secure more funds. This was posted on his Kickstarter page, and I guess they either burnt through the cash or took the money and ran.
Wow.
All right. Aodyo had failed to make any more announcements. One Loom backer, Frank Williams, decided to take matters into his own hands and see if he could figure out what was going on. Due to the continuing deafening silence, I thought to have a closer look, and I could find any proceedings going on at the moment, he said. Based on official documents he obtained from a French court after paying a £10 or €10 fee, it turns out that Aodyo Instruments was liquidated on the 15th of October and didn't even bother telling their people.
Wow.
Additional post from Frank offers some clarity. Looking at the timeline, insolvency proceedings started in June. To my knowledge, from that moment on, the insolvency practitioner takes over the responsibilities of the business. I don't think the people at Aodyo, however you say that, were even allowed to communicate to anyone on behalf of the company. All right, so maybe it was maybe they weren't allowed to talk. But anyways, bankruptcy, lost all your money. Too bad, so sad. Could have been a very cool synthesizer, but nobody's getting it now, so.
Wow.
Unlucky.
That's messed up, huh?
That's unlucky. Yeah, it's unlucky, man. It's Kickstarter though. It is the way it is. You know, if you're gonna back something, that's kind of, you're putting the trust in it, but also you're gambling. Do you know what I'm saying?
we use Kickstarter for Sub 7 and the Undead project. You know, because it was something that we had to do to raise some money to get the show happening, you know. But yeah, man, not to like even make an announcement and just take the money and run. That's nasty, you know.
Bro, that's dirty. Well, I guess like they said, they might, due to legal proceedings, they might not have been able to talk about it, right? Because once it was taken over, I guess, you know, once you go into that scenario, they got to get their cash, you know?
Samurai.
So
it was the Synth Mafia.
It was the Synth Mafia. I guess we should talk about that for a quick sec, shouldn't we? Like, you know, just to...
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, the Synth Mafia, you know, they might have gotten involved and paid some hush money to these people.
They might have
shut them up.
They might have said, hey, you're not going to send us one of those? We'll see how that works out for you.
You'll be sleeping with the fishes if you...
They'll be like, you ain't no Uli Behringer. You send us that synthesizer or we'll take you down, in a British accent.
Well, like I said.
Yeah.
You might be sleeping with the fishes, mate.
You might be sleeping with the fishes, mate. You don't send us one of those synthesizers. You could be sleeping with the fishes. All right, so the Synth Mafia, listen, I told you the other day, I'm trying to take the lumps out of everything. I'm trying to keep the vibe. Like someone said in the comments, when you, I guess, should I say that I started it? You know, I think you started it. You know, maybe I started.
I don't know who started it, man.
Whoever started it, it kind of got a life of its own and ran away. So now I'm kind of like, I guess I gotta clarify and split that up a little bit. Now I've got the Synthesizer All-Star team and the Synthesizer Mafia. They're separated now. All right?
Yeah.
So I figured, you know, the Synthesizer All-Star team, you've got Ricky Tenez, you got Miles Away, you got Midlife Synthesis, you got Bo Beats, you got Dr. Mix, they're the Synthesizer All-Stars. And when I say that, I mean they're pros, they do what they do, they're great at it, and they serve a very important need in the community. But then you got the Synth Mafia, okay? The Synth Mafia is a whole different beast, and we found that out real quick, didn't we? We found that out fast.
Yeah, and the weird thing was it was a joke.
It was a joke, but it ain't a joke no more.
And then all of a sudden, the joke turned into it got really weird, man.
It got weird, bro. It got weird. But you know what? Sometimes it got to get weird. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. It's
got to get weird so you can see how weird it is.
And then we really realized, like, again, nobody called anybody anything. Nobody said anything to anybody.
It's almost like a group of people just kind of accepted that they were the Synth Mafia for some reason.
Well, it's like they adopted
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's almost like they just kind of said, they're calling us the Synth Mafia. How did they find out? They're calling us the Synth Mafia. How did they know?
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know what to think about it. But after some investigations on your part, on some samurai recon squads, we got reported back of some shenanigans going on. And to be honest, we were just having a good time. And it seems go on.
But to be honest with you, Samurai, we didn't say who the Synth Mafia was.
No, I never ever said anybody's name, period.
And we were just playing around. It was like a term that we made up.
Mm-hmm. And now it seems to be a term that has perforated and percolated and spread throughout the synthesizer community. Dude, I was walking through the mall the other day and some dude looked over at me. I was wearing the Synth Samurai Renegade shirt and he's like, "Hey, Samurai." And I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Fuck the Synth Mafia." And I was like, "You got it, brother." And just kept rolling, right? And I was like, okay, it seems like this stuff's getting around a little bit here. You know what I mean? Driving down the road the other day, pulled up at a stop sign. There was a horn going. So, you know, around here, when the horn's going, you look in the rearview mirror, you're like, who the hell is that honking at me? So I looked around, looked over. There was a dude next to me. He's like, roll your window down. I had these shades on too. And I rolled the window down. he was like, Samurai. I was like, what's up, brother? He's like, fuck the Synth Mafia. And I'm like, all right, dude. And he just peeled away. He was in like a Dodge Charger and just friggin' peeled off. And on the back, he had, on his license plate, he had FCK SMAF. I was like, that's a license plate, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, that's cool. So I was like, this stuff is kind of getting around here now.
Well, I mean, you know, like we said, that it was just a joke, and that the joke now is more of a joke than it ever was, because we never called anybody that. We never said anything about it. And again, you know, I say this all the time. Sometimes there's little birdies that chirp.
So I figured, you know, how do I want to put this? When you have some fun, I guess some people don't get a joke. That's why not everybody goes to see every single comedian that comes to town.
But you were told that it was just a joke, man.
Yeah. And
can't you take a joke, bro?
I don't know. I was like, okay. So like I said, you know what? I didn't tell you this yet, but I figured I'd tell you tonight on air and just share it with you, just with everyone, just so you know. So I got a call on Sunday, and my wife came in because we still got a landline hooked up to the house, right? Nobody's got this number. Nobody's got the number to the landline. Phone rang. She was like, you expecting someone calling? I'm like, no, because we had our phone shut off. I was like, no, I'm not expecting a call. So, you know, rotary phone on the wall. I was like, who's that? She was like, are you expecting a call? I was like, no. She goes out, opens up the cupboard because we keep the phone like in the pantry. She opened up the pantry, got the red phone off the wall. Hello? And it was a guy. And basically, paraphrase, it was like, is Synth Samurai there? And she was like, excuse me? He's like, is Synth Samurai there? And I was like, she was like, Samurai, can you come here? So I walked out to the pantry. I was like, baby, go back in the living room. I got to take this call, I guess. So I went in there. It was like, Samurai, we are a part of the Synth Mafia, and we are kind of perturbed about what's been happening over here in Europe. And I was like, how come you don't got a Europe accent? He's like, don't worry about that. I was like, okay. I was like, what's up, dude? He's like, we kind of want to get away from these guys because, to be honest, we're not into that scene anymore. And I was like, all right, dude, what are you saying? He's like, we want to approach you to begin a new network. And I was like, you serious? And he was like, I was like, let me think about it. He's like, the new network is, and then click, hung up. 2 days later, went out to the mailbox. There was like one of those packages in there, those manila folders folded up. Went out, grabbed it. I thought it was my t-shirt. So I went out and grabbed it, went in the house, opened it up. It was a whole plan. It was like a file probably about that thick, probably 85 pages thick. It had the whole plan, the whole thing that they wanted done and everything like that. So I went back in the house. I was like, sat down, read through it. And I was like, is this something I want to do? And I said, I don't know if I want to do this or not. And I was like, well, but maybe it's something I have to do. And they were like, you have to do this, man. You really have to do this. And I was like, all right, listen. I was like, if you want to play big boy games, then sometimes you're going to win a big boy prize. So at the moment, I'm setting up the infrastructure behind the scenes. It's going to take a little bit of time, but I'm setting up the infrastructure behind the scenes of the BroSynth network, a pure Americana network of bros who love synthesizers, play synthesizers, can take a joke, and love to have a good time. And the BroSynth network will be about building people up, supporting each other, and hopefully, at some point in the future, the BroSynth network can have a reasonable sit down with the Synth Mafia and establish a truce. Okay? That's what we're hoping. So, if anybody's interested in supporting the BroSynth network, Head on over and pick up
I'm trying to keep a straight face,
Head on
bro.
over and pick up a BroSynth Network t-shirt, dude. We got red. All right, how's that for a commercial? We got red. We got blue. We got baby blue. We got brick. All right, we got the BroSynth Network on the front. We got the patches on the side. Come on, dude. You know what I'm saying?
You got slate?
We got everything. We got a BroSynth Network hat. So this network is going to be launched after the infrastructure has been set up. If you're into it, go for it. But
so is it? So I'm questioning. Is it going to be an open source kind of thing where people are just going to jump in?
Well, what I'm thinking about doing, this is what I'm thinking about doing. I guess I'll give everyone kind of the breakdown of how the BroSynth network's going to work. The BroSynth network is probably going to be set up with a revolving door of bros who are coming on and talking about synthesizers, okay? There will be no Patreon. There will be no donations. There will be nothing. It will just be bros talking about synthesizers, all right? Not only that, in the BroSynth network, there will be the Synth Bro Saloon set up, which will be an open free-for-all where anybody who wants to click the link will suddenly be in the BroSynth network live on camera to talk about whatever you want, unfiltered, okay?
Is it dog friendly?
It's dog friendly, bro. You can bring
Excellent.
Gizmo.
All right, cool.
You can bring your missus. You can bring your brother.
We call my missus a dog, bro?
You can bring some French fries.
I asked if it was dog friendly. You said I could bring my missus. What was that?
Oh, yeah. For one time only now, if you use the promo code RENEGADE, you get 13% off your full order. Okay? How's that for a commercial? All right?
Oh, my God.
And while you're at it, head over here and get one of these beautiful t-shirts from Echo. One of our favorites, made especially for the one and only Synth Mafia himself. All right? I'll throw
That's
Echo's
the Synth Mafia 2 shirt.
Yeah, I'll throw Echo's t-shirt down.
The reason why it's the 2 shirt, is it's better quality and the lines match the on the marionette match the text a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. So this is the deal.
And that one's cheap,
you wanted a damn war. You're getting a war, baby. You're getting the BroSynth network, America style. You started it. We're going to complete it. And maybe someday we can sit down and come to an agreement, huh, Synth Mafia?
We never said anything.
How about that? How about
That's
those? How about
That's
those?
all I'm going to say.
What's John say? How about them apples? All right? That's all we got to say about the Synth Mafia. Now, that's just a bit of fun. That's how I was just cutting a little commercial for the tea. But yeah, the BroSynth Network's a real thing. If you want to be a part of it, go pick up a BroSynth Network t-shirt, support it, get down in the mall, get where you're going, hit the Mickey D's, hit the friggin' Whole Foods, wherever you shop, pick up a steak or an avocado if you're a vegan, and do it with your BroSynth Network shirt on. If you don't like the BroSynth Network, pick up one of these babies with the friggin' pirate flag. Show them, Echo. Pick one of these beauties up. All right? Pick one of these beauties up if you're into that. How about that? BroSynth Network. Here we go. It's a new
Synth
beginning.
Renegades.
I'm probably going to make a whole new channel for this thing.
Well, I hope so.
So come in 2025, BroSynth Network. Let's get it going.
Yeah, you should definitely do a whole nother channel.
Yeah, whole nother channel.
Don't have it be part of this channel.
I got too much going on, dude. I gotta do another channel. BroSynth Network. At the minimum, for tonight, the BroSynth Network is real, all right?
Yes.
Just for tonight. Just for friggin' tonight. Just for tonight.
I'm curious.
The BroSynth Network is real, all right? You wanted war, I brought you war, all right? That's one of the most beautiful damn shirts ever. The hat's insane.
And it's got the Renegade patch on the back, right?
It's got the Renegade patch on the back, bro.
All right.
Got it all, man. Listen, like I said, if you want one of these t-shirts, dude, go pick one up. Use the promo code RENEGADE and get 13% off your full order. Because we're self-funding this damn stream. We don't need no synth companies giving us cash. If we get
that's
any
the Patch
sponsors,
Dog one.
hope it's coffee. What's that?
That's the Patch Dog one, right?
Oh, the Patch Dog? Yeah, so I made a shirt for Patch Dog the other day. Let's see. I'll show you that one. That was kind of pretty cool. And I'll show you Uncle Jerry's, and I'll show you Patch
Uncle
Dog's.
Jerry's. Oh, the Patch Dog one's dope too, man.
Dude, this one's cool.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, this is Patch Dog's right here. Look at this, dude. I got the moon. I got the Patch Dog werewolf on the back. Synth Renegades. I got the UK flag. I got 2 patch cables, and I got the Renegades. Then on the front, I went and put an England flag on the left sleeve. I put a Patch Dog name on the right sleeve. And here's the picture. So that's the Synth Renegades jerseys. I'm making these. It's cool. And I made one for Uncle Jerry. I'll show you that one because that one's insane. This is all Uncle Jerry's idea too. So he spawned it. Where is it? Uncle Jerry's World. Uncle Jerry's World's custom t-shirt right here.
I'm dying to see the graphic if it comes out this good.
Now look at this. So Uncle Jerry's, I put the American flag on one sleeve and then Uncle Jerry on the other sleeve. And then look at this, dude. This is, let me get down closer. See if we see it down here. So this is Uncle Jerry. So we got Uncle Jerry with the Punisher up on the left, and he's got the 2 Synth Frog Samurais protecting the king of the castle, Uncle Jerry.
Very cool.
So that's cool. So that's just something I was bored. So I was like, Uncle Jerry, you want a custom t-shirt?
I like that one too, because if you wear that shirt, people are gonna be like, who the fuck is Uncle Jerry?
Yeah, I know, yeah. Yeah. These t-shirts, everyone's like, listen, man. This is the style. This is the deal. This is the style of t-shirts that I like because I made this site for myself.
Yeah, same here.
And if you want to get them, you get them. They're over the top. They're big time. I got a couple simple ones with just a logo on the front, but I like the front, the sleeves, the back.
Me too.
Because my buddy used to design these. It's kind of MMA, affliction style.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know if you've ever seen Fabric of the Universe.
Yeah.
They make really cool stuff. And theirs are all like full blast shirts. Very kind of like samurai anime style.
Yeah.
I got one of their shirts. It doesn't fit me anymore because I'm fat, but it's a great shirt. And the way they design them are really nice. And when you turned me on to Fourth Wall and I was able to do the full blast shirts with the stuff on the sleeves and everything, I love that. So that's why I've been designing my shirts like that as well, because it just looks cool.
I like it. Some people don't like it. Some people don't like over the top. That's fine. But I actually, the Synth Renegade jersey was just an idea to be like, you know what, man, screw it. Let's get some jerseys, dude. Not only sports teams should have jerseys. We're the Synth Renegades. Let's have some jerseys. So
yeah, this shirt's dope. With the logo's sick on this one. It's like
that's a cool logo, man. That's original. I came up with that idea all by myself.
I like it.
You like it, mate?
I like it.
You like that? A lot. All right. So that's the deal, man. That's the show. Echo, you got any closing statements you want to make tonight? Is anyone in the chat got anything you're wondering about?
Well, I was hoping that you were going to mention the Halloween Kumite.
Oh, crap. Yeah, I forgot about that. Hold on. Yeah, Halloween Kumite is coming up on... let me pull it up here real quick. Hold up.
Sorry for the yawn.
Oh, it's all good, homie. Let's see here. Were you a little tired from your doggy?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. All right, hold on. Let me throw this over here. Get this off the screen. So here it is. Here's the Halloween Kumite. This is a special show for the people who partook in the Kumite.
Wait, hold on. You put Dank Place on there.
Oh yeah, there he is. I figured we'd throw Danke in there, give him some love, cool. Right? You know, you gotta have a little troll in there somewhere, right?
Nice.
So we got the Halloween Kumite show, which is scheduled for October 27th. I think it's 7:30. I'm not sure what time I put, but you can figure it out. It's either, oh yeah, there it is.
At 7:30, yeah.
7:30, which whoever had a track that they put in from the Kumite, it's not an open thing. It's just kind of for the people who are part of the Kumite before, because we got to keep the fire burning. So if anyone got a track, we'll do the same thing. We'll pull up the band camps. We'll go through the tracks, have a good time. And
track is done.
Yeah, just one night only. Echo got his track done. I know Hans Volt told me he was in the lab for like 48 hours straight, no sleep, no nothing, working on his track. His friggin' DAW looks like, you should see it, dude. It looks like a schematics of a friggin'.
That's awesome.
Yeah, of a subterranean skyscraper.
And I'm sure he used all of those very fine analog synthesizers of his.
Yes, indeed. A Vintage Vagabond. He's the head of the Vintage Vagabond. So
absolutely.
You know, he's been recruiting as well. He's been recruiting some Vintage Vagabonds. I think he's got one other dude recruited in now.
Hey, Hans, do you ever do you ever watch, what's his name, Vulture Culture or Culture Vulture? What's his name?
Vulture Culture, yeah, he's deadly, man. He's awesome. It'd be cool
yeah,
if
he's
he come
awesome.
on the show sometime too. Vulture, if you're watching, I think he does a show Wednesday nights. I kind of feel bad that we kind of do it around the same time. But yeah, Vulture Culture, everyone wants to come out, chew the fat. It's all good too. Maybe he can be a part of the BroSynth network.
Yeah, he does some really cool stuff, man. I like when he compares things and goes into like the different waveforms and all that stuff. Is actually really cool.
It's friggin' strangely relaxing to hear him have two synthesizers he's comparing and just sweeping through filters and modulating, and he's got a really calming voice too, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty friggin' amazing. And his studio setup, dude, I asked him, he's got that friggin' camera
Studio
on, the
sick, man.
Hollywood friggin' real. Because I asked him, dude, how you getting that camera to pan like that? And he's like, you don't want to know, bro. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, Vulture Culture's live right now, man. So maybe we'll clue it up, and then everyone go check out Vulture Culture's stream. And don't forget, man, everybody in the chat here pretty much got channels. They're all Synth Renegades. Click somebody's icon, go and subscribe to each other, like each other's channels. If you find a video that you like, it's cool, share it, you know, on your channel and your community page if you want. I'm looking for stuff all the time. I'm trying to share as much stuff as possible on my channel too. And like I told anybody, if you guys own businesses or you've got projects you're working on and you want me to help promote it on the channel, send me an email with it, throw in the link or something like that there. And anytime I do one of my shows, I'll shout it out. And hopefully, man, you know, anything helps anybody, right? So that's cool. And that's cool. So anyways, thanks everyone for joining me in Echo, man. You got any last words?
No.
No, that's where it's all right. That's not bad. We ended on a note. All right, everyone. You guys take it easy. We're going to shut it down. Let me get the music cranking here and then.
All right.
Let's see. We end the night. All right. Slow.